Here's a comparison of a freshman high jumper who has improved dramatically since I first started teaching him way back, I think, early in 7th grade. So I'm excited to see how much better he's doing already. And he's getting some pretty solid heights. But there's a couple things right off the bat that I'll show you that I think could get a bit better. So right here, as you can tell, the first stride is, kind of nice and boundy, if that were the right way to say it. But it's probably not enough drive out. It's a little too much up and down as opposed to drive out. My goal in these is to drive out and not so much drive up. That leads to consistency in your approach, especially in long and triple, but in high jump as well. Then, a pretty solid drive the rest of the way. Then getting into the turn, starting to really drive and be aggressive, I like a lot, where he didn't used to do this at all. The arm gather, I don't like that so much. I'd rather to just continue to run and then bring them back and drive them up. But again, just getting the arms going and driving is good because he didn't used to do that. He used to just flop to the bar. The negative lean I like. So here's the first thing to really evaluate is this position. I like that. Too many kids come in straight up or even leaning in. And at this point, many kids will literally have their arm into the bar. No good. That's a disaster. So staying away from the bar so that when he jumps, he's able to drive up is better, except that the thing that you can see right off the bat in both of these is the eye position, looking down, looking at the bar. That's the one thing that he does the least correct, that he's had a problem with for a long time, but it has gotten significantly better. So, and as you can see in the top video, significantly better. Look at the eye position and the head position as opposed to the bottom video. Bottom video obviously looking down, or top video looking pretty straight. So that's obviously better. So that also likely leads to a bit of a better arch, right? See right there is a decent arch, whereas top arch is decent, bottom arch is not. And the bottom arch is not good because he's looking at the bar. Clearance on both is good. Speed and height was good. Now, the thing that I don't like on both is letting go too soon. Now, obviously, he times it significantly better on the top one. He starts to drop his hips as he clears the bar, whereas here, he's dropping the hips before he clears the bar. But I think the bigger issue is that looking at the bar right there is going to put you in a bad position, will not allow you to arch your back as much as you'd like. And then when you let go early on top of it, no good. So this position right here, this is what I try and teach the most, is your feet should still be up here curved and your back should still be arched. You should be hanging onto that arch as long as you can. Then as you go to the ground, your feet could still stay up. There's no reason to drop your hips in this position. I don't like that. You should still be curved, waiting for your upper body to go closer to the mats before you snap your feet forward. But obviously, bottom video looking at the bar, not driving up quite as much and never arching as much as you should, and that leads to bad timing. Whereas the top video, still not the best in terms of, still kind of sort of looking at the bar, but a heck of a lot better, especially in this position, way better, right? But then timing it a little bit better. And in both was, great clearance, great height. Should have cleared them both for sure. But the lesson to be learned here is to not look at the bar, to hold your arch as long as you can, and in the beginning, drive out a little more. But again, this whole area is not bad. And a little far away, especially on the bottom one. I think that might play a role too. If you're looking at the foot position, it's just a little far because now if you're taking off from here, and again, most people will argue with me on this, but if you're taking off from here, you kind of have to jump this way just to get over the bar. Whereas if you're a little closer, you could jump more up, and that leads to more energy going up, obviously, as opposed to more energy going in. And there you go.